Hey, Hound Dogs, I'm David Hankins.
And I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Julia.
And welcome to On the Air with Power Squared. If we say our full name, they just say intro like it's, shares on the
Listen.
show.
Well, you guys are the legacy. It's a family thing. No, we don't matter. Our last names don't matter
Oh,
here.
you do matter. Wow. Jeez. How many years have you been working on this and you don't matter? That's sad. Really? God. So you're working on what, your 13th issue or something?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So many. Jeez.
So I think you matter.
Well, I meant like our last names.
Oh dear.
I see. Okay. Well,
So anyway,
getting off the subject. This is sort of a weekly or monthly, I should say, roundtable. We get everybody together who's actually working on the comic book. There's not a whole lot of news. I wrote to Artith Merrick again about the BD cover because I kind of feel like what we're doing is for them to sell it, and I want their input on it. And they wrote back saying, I thought we already addressed this, and no, you haven't. And so I haven't heard back yet.
well, it's possible there's email trouble.
Well, so I wrote back saying, yeah, I did
Right.
get an email about, he was going to send me the email, which he
Right.
had, so I assumed there wasn't one to
Right.
send. But they did write back about we were going to remaster some of the dialogue and some of the text in the 5 issues.
Yeah.
And so they were cool with that. They liked that idea, and so the cover is a different subject. And they haven't gotten back to us about that, so I don't know what to tell you yet. And because you guys sold some stuff to Golden Apple,
Yeah.
we talked to the guy in the warehouse, but we were also trying to talk to Ryan about trying to do a signing at Golden Apple again. We were like one day away from doing a signing there when everything shut down. And so they're trying to open it back up, and so.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't postpone it. They just dropped everything.
Yeah. Maybe
Oh.
well, when would you reschedule it for? TBD. I think we'll reschedule as TBD. So
Yeah. Okay.
we're trying to set that up. It'd be nice to actually. They were nice enough to let us offer to let us do it, so
Yeah.
I want to take them up on it.
Better late than never.
Yeah, I hope it gets to
guess.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think things are. I was kind of worried about the Delta variant, but I've heard that the vaccine works against that, so I'm not really sure what would keep us from doing something.
I think
I've
isn't
read
it-
that. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say like I'm not a doctor, but every time I've heard of the variant, I've just heard of it being like, oh, it's just easier to catch. It's not that it's stronger. It's just
I heard it was
It's-
stronger, but
I don't know.
easier to catch.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's strong, but not in a way of like, this means nothing. It's just more of, yeah, but also the vaccine also helps with you not dying. So,
Yeah, I don't want to get it, but
yeah,
just find out how good that vaccine is. But
Yeah.
oh, I didn't die.
And
That's a low
I've been
bar
keeping
for
up with the scientific consensus, and it seems like, I mean, the scientists are concerned, but are not necessarily like sounding alarms yet. So,
most
at least for American interests.
Well, for most of the smart people, they're vaccinated, so they're probably not worried so much about that. I don't
yeah.
understand why people don't get vaccinated. That's not the part of this, not
Right.
part of the show, but I just don't understand that.
So let's not
Yeah.
dwell on.
I was gonna never mind.
Go ahead, say it.
No, because I was gonna say like we were here. I heard like apparently around where I work there was like people paying like $50 for a fake vaccination card, and I just go out and say, you're gonna spend $50 for something that's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, buddy,
Yeah.
if you hate needles, just say so, but you gotta get the vaccine.
Yeah.
You can get it for free, and you become a magnet. Come on, man.
Are there any deals in Pennsylvania where they're trying to encourage people to do
I
it?
honestly don't remember. I think our population is 50% vaccinated last time we checked, so it's not as much of a problem for us. Our administration has been pretty good about staying on top of like lockdown stuff, vaccinations. So we're in pretty decent shape. Kind of a shame though. I would have liked to, get a free beer or something.
Well, in Ohio, they're giving away $1 million and a free education. Like, oh, come on.
It's true.
What
It's
more do
true.
you need?
I'm a sucker. I did it for free.
Free donut, Krispy Kreme if you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to find a Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, well,
It's
come on,
true.
free donut. What other incentive do you need?
Let's get diabetes for the
Oh
vaccine.
dear.
Getting back on
We're gonna
topic.
We're getting off topic a little bit, but hey, that's part of what's going on in the world around us. We're
The
not doing this in a
podcast doesn't
vacuum.
have it.
So you're just wrapped up 18, right, Rachel?
I did. Well, kind of. I've
Yeah,
sent in
pencils.
the last 4 pages of pencils to David and Paul, like just a few minutes before this podcast started. So I'm very excited. I didn't think I'd be able to finish the pencils today, but I did. So that's great. And I'm looking forward to starting on those inks, and then I'm looking forward to, I think next, since it's not as many pages this month, I'll have a little more free time. I'll probably start on that BD cover. I'm excited to, remaster one of the first covers. So that's exciting. And then after that, it's issue 19.
Yeah.
Yay!
And Julia's actually done some coloring this week, she says.
Yeah, I recently started a new job sometime last month, so I've just been trying to get back into the swing of things with that. So I've had some time to color here and there. It's a progress, but it'll get done.
Yeah, eventually. Have you? You have to also recolor a couple of things.
Yeah, I think you talked to me about the first 4 pages of
There was a couple of pages in the first 4.
yeah, like about the shadowing and stuff. Like some shadows have to be a bit more apparent, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, I've just been working on that as well.
Okay. Because then Trevor is sort of, you're done, right?
I am sorry, Trevor. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess you haven't started on the remastering the BD either. I guess we're gonna send you an update to that
Eh.
because we
I'm so sorry.
took out it's money out of his pocket. We took out what might have been a joke and put in sort of an explanation or
Yeah.
something else. We figured it's a chance to go back and I feel like I'm on mystery. We had a chance to figure we could go back and I guess shorten some of the dialogue and then sort of plant things better for future.
Yeah. We're not altering the story.
No.
But just,
That would be huge to try to redo that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That costs a lot of money already. So that's what we're trying to do. And then, I don't know, anybody else have anything they want to bring up about the comic book? Did you guys look?
I
Go ahead.
know I probably have stuff to letter, but I haven't done anything on that yet because I'm working on other stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems to be everybody's excuse.
We're too busy.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's fine. There'll be plenty to do, trust me. And then, I guess after, we got to figure out what we're doing after 19.
Yeah.
We have a couple more stories
Yeah.
written, but to go from there.
Yeah.
Have you got any more thought about doing, what's the thing I'm trying to think of? Streaming your drawing? Rachel?
oh, yeah.
Wait, are you directed at me?
Yeah, Rachel?
Yeah, okay.
You had talked one
You
time
know,
about Twitch
Yeah, I
streaming.
have. I did say I was going to do it once I moved up here, didn't I?
Yeah.
My machine is just so, I've got another excuse. What can I say? I'm not sure my machine can handle streaming. I feel like I have enough savings at this point. I'm not paying rent, where it's probably safe to just buy a new system. I might just do that sometime within the next year. Something that won't shut down if I'm just using Discord. So yeah, I'm still definitely very much considering it. Because yeah, I figure like Julia does would be a good way to promote the comic. Just a good way to like. I always figure it'd be a good way to work and not get distracted because I know I'm on camera.
People are watching.
I will say though, just if you're planning to buy all the parts separately, good luck trying to get a graphics card because people are still trying, or not even trying, people are scalping to this day.
Yeah.
So it's like, yikes.
Let me tell you, my husband Dom, like his dream has been to make his own computer, right? 'Cause he's always been with a shitty laptop and he doesn't like it.
Oh dear.
He's always had an interest in building his own system. He's been wanting to do it. He's wanting to do it ever since like we got married, really. And he was thinking about doing it right before the pandemic. Then he was like, we can wait. No, we couldn't wait.
People got bored.
That's when everything went into the shitter in terms of buying parts.
Now you got
And
all
we still,
these
he
chip
still can't find a
shortages.
proper like graphics card or whatever.
Yeah.
So who knows when we'll be able to do that.
I mean, like I've seen on Newegg and stuff. I mean, if you really do want to get like one ASAP, like I don't know, the internet's probably gonna kill me for saying this, but I guess it's not too terrible to get like a pre-build. But like, yeah.
I'll consider it. I always
Yeah.
this machine I bought used for like $500 about 4 years ago, and it's
Too
pretty good
wholesale.
for $500 considering like it was from like 2010 and new it sold for like 2,000. This guy was just like giving it away practically. So I want to look on Facebook Marketplace again to see what kind of deals I can get.
Treat yourself.
Well, and are you still are you twitching, Julia?
Yeah, like I told you, I've just been trying to get used to my new job, but I do want to start getting back into streaming once like I get everything settled with just like both just the work going to from and just everything else.
Okay.
Is it a long commute to work?
Not really. It's just because like it's like from 9 to 5, so there's always that drainage no matter what. So
Do you get lunch?
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like with retail, like if you work like 8, I think is it like 7+ hours, you get like a 30-minute break.
Whew, 30 minutes.
That's
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's good.
It's yeah, like I take it like during either the middle or the ending of my shift because I get to choose.
I see.
So I choose to you do it later, so at least that way I can just like finish off the next like 2 hours or hour and a half I have left of my shift.
I worked with a guy that divided the workday into quarters like a football game, and so lunch was halftime, and something like that.
I'll nod and agree, and like I understand sports. Yes.
It's a game played in 4 quarters. If it's a big shock for you. Well, I think the mascot you're wearing is for a football team, but anyway, it's okay. I thought you understood that. Actually, yes, I'm wearing a football. There you go. All right, well, we'll do the NFL later. You don't need the help. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We haven't put up the when we played that. Everyone keep talking and.
Yeah, keep talking, nobody explodes.
We haven't put that up yet. We're kind of saving that for a time when maybe we can't do this on a Friday or something.
That'd be smart.
Yeah.
It'd be good to sort of have a couple in the pocket.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Nina on the show next week, touching base with your predecessor, Julia. I tried to reach out to the other. Well, not the first colorist, but the other two, and just to, why not have them on the show? And one
Catch up.
Yeah, actually, we never actually laid eyes on any of them before, or talked to them. It was all done through email and stuff, so I thought it might be kind of fun to just see how, what memory they have of doing Power Squared and how much they must have hated it or something.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
And I remember when we had Nina on to do like did we ever those were on YouTube, weren't they?
They're
Our
still
old
there.
video chats. Wow.
They're still there. So yeah, there's a link on the website if you really want to catch up to them. Yeah, I just had kind of so I reached out to I'm blanking on their names.
Right.
No, Lisa Richards, and who was the second one we had, who kind of like I always like to say she kind of saved Power Squared by making the coloring actually good. And she was like, I don't know about being taped or whatever, or record it. So okay. And the other girl I've been trying to get in touch
Paige.
with. What?
Paige.
Camburn. Trying to get in touch with her via LinkedIn, and she hasn't responded. So anyway, that was just Nina was like willing to do it, so I made a schedule like a month in advance. But
Right.
we get to catch up, see what she's up to. Any
That's
questions
good.
you might have for her? You want to ask? We can.
I'll get back to you
suppose.
on that and send you an email.
I suppose the obvious one being, what have you been up to? Your
Well,
latest
that's
projects?
obviously thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought of that question, but no. Yeah, we're just gonna see what she's up to, and I don't think she's coloring anything anymore. Did you know her at school?
I don't think we actually ever ran into each other. I think, was she sequential art? I suppose she was. Maybe we might have like passed each other in the hall.
How big of a school is this? I mean, it looks like it's one
like
building.
It's an open campus, so there's various buildings throughout Savannah. In fact, it's like kind of a point of contention between the locals and how many buildings SCADA owns of this like city of 200,000 people. We were in the sequential art and illustration departments were in one building, Hayman's Hall, which wasn't actually a very big building considering how big those two departments are. They're like among the 4 largest departments in the school, so it was a little comfy.
So how big of a school is it?
In terms of students?
Yeah.
When I went, there was like, I want to say it was 10,000.
Wow. And besides sequential art, what else did they offer?
Obviously, like, the standard art department or art school fare, like graphic design. Let me think of the weirder ones that'll be more surprising. It had like a historical preservation program. I think partially because, like, Savannah is a very historic city. It was like
Right.
Georgia's first city. So there was a lot of history there. Let me think. But, like, I'm trying to think.
Don't they have a campus?
Art history.
Don't they have a campus in China or something?
They had a campus in Hong Kong, but they closed it last year,
Okay.
which was kind of a shame because Hong Kong is just so cool.
Well, I guess it used to be cool. They've had a lot of crackdowns there recently.
Yeah. They also have a campus in Atlanta and Lacoste, France.
Did you get to study abroad?
I did not. Too expensive.
Oh.
Art school's expensive enough.
Why France?
I'm not
Put you on the spot like you
it
were
might
at the
be
school.
just like well, I did work as like a while I was at the school I worked in the editorial department as like a student worker. So I actually know a little more about the school than the average student. But if I want to say it was just they chose it for the like because it's in southern France and France is like a big artsy country. A lot of painting majors would go there and like study the history of the painting there. It's like the campus is nearby this old castle full of history, so that might have something to do with it.
I mean, so is the French campus, a full-flung school, or is it just an outpost to go study?
It's mostly just a place where the students study abroad.
Okay.
I don't think anyone just goes to. They just go for like a term and then they come back to wherever they were going to school originally.
And then, but the Hong Kong was that a full-flung school?
That was an actual campus where people went to school. It only had like 500 students. It was very small, but I think originally the idea of a Hong Kong campus was to because SCAD has a lot of Chinese and Korean international students, so they figure like, oh, you can just come to Hong Kong. even though like a lot of the Chinese students didn't go to the Hong Kong campus, they wanted to go to America.
Right.
So it wasn't the most successful, but I remember writing about it a lot because I used to write advertising for their events, and they would go to like excursions to Victoria Peak and all these nature places around Hong Kong, and it's just like, oh, I want to go, but not anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember when we were put onto SCAD as a source for colorists and artists. I think it was that we originally went there looking for a colorist, and we were, kind of pointed to them, and there was a couple of professors there whose names I don't remember that I have their email, and they suggested 3 or 4 people as possible candidates, and one of them was from China, or it was in China. So.
Oh yeah, SCAD has a lot of Chinese students, and they're super talented. So it's only for the better, you know.
Yeah, well, we decided we wanted to kind of do it. We had the original artist was in Indonesia, and so we were figuring, well, let's try to bring it back so it's easier to communicate.
You have nothing else.
Yeah. So,
I getcha.
and,
I wish you could remember the names of the professors though, because I could have been like, oh yeah, I remember that guy.
we'll have to dig them up. I'm sure I have their email somewhere. I don't
Yeah.
get rid of stuff, but it was interesting. And then Lisa was actually a friend of somebody they suggested, not the person they suggested.
Oh.
They wanted too much money for it, honestly. Like, you're right out of school and you're charging more than the artist charges. I can't do that for the coloring. So anyway, I had to draw them down into reality. First job, and I don't think either one of them is actually still doing sequential art. They're doing other things, other projects. Did you know Paige or Lisa Richards?
I don't remember them, although I do remember Lisa's name from, I think she was the one who posted the Facebook listing for this job.
Oh.
So I think that's who I talked to originally.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I thought it was Paige that wanted to. Paige was
It might have been Paige. Was Lisa the first colorist?
She was she's the second colorist, but the first one we credit.
Their names both sound familiar. I feel like it might have been, if Lisa was the second one, it might have been Lisa that made the posting. Although my memory is kind of shit, so
okay.
don't
So
quote
the first
me.
one is we're not counting. Lisa was as I say, the second one, and then the third one was Paige, and then the fourth one was Nina, and the fifth one was Julia.
Okay, I see now. I understand.
Paige was sort of suggesting that we find a new artist, so that we were on the same. Yeah, we probably should. So we were kind of having our own issues, right?
Yeah.
So it was just, and it was a good fit. We found you through all that.
Yeah.
That was we had people draw stuff, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You won out.
I must say, it was really awesome to find, have a job lined up after school, which it wasn't exactly like the most flashiest of jobs. It's not like Disney. There's no Disney, but it was certainly more than other. Not to
build it up,
disparage you guys.
It was better
But,
than nothing.
job.
That's great.
But I was just thinking wow, I get to be a comic artist right out of school. So it was great. I really appreciated it.
Okay. Not the most glamorous job. Wow, don't build it up.
I guess what I meant was
I'm just kidding.
So that's it.
Yeah, I guess so. Unless anybody else has something else they want to say. So I guess.
All right.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are watching this on YouTube, then if you like this, consider leaving a like, subscribing, ringing the bell, and leaving a comment on Power Square.
All right, yeah. So until next time, I'm David Hankins.
I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
I'm Rachel Wells.
I'm Julia Cannon.
And this has been On the Air with Power Squared.